Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Deja Monique and I am a content creator and I share tips on how to become the best version of yourself. Also a few tips about self-care. So if you want to learn how, continue watching this video. Alright, today we're going to be talking about being productive. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't been being very productive. I ain't been being consistent and disciplined, and I need to get it together. So these steps have helped me kind of get back on track, and I hope they can help you too. So let's go ahead and get into the video. One way you can become more productive is when you plan your days in advance. So like getting out your clothes the night before. I can't tell you how much time this has saved me when I get my clothes out before and when I get my children's clothes out the night before. I don't have to worry about ironing. I don't have to worry about me waking up late and then having to figure out what I'm going to put on, what I'm going to throw on, how I'm going to get them dressed, etc. I don't have to worry about it because my clothes and their clothes are already out the night before. So literally I just get up, do my routine, get dressed, and go. Okay? It saves you so much time. One way I also kind of get my clothes out and plan the day before or even plan the week is I Pinterest outfits. I can't tell you how many times or how many Pinterests or how many boards I have of outfits that I plan on wearing. I do. So I look through that and I'm like, this looks nice. I think I have something that's similar to this. Let me go in my closet, find it, put it up, put it to the side, and boom, there's my outfit for the day. It saves you so much time. Another thing is you want to go ahead and get your bags and get your lunches ready, okay? Trying to get up and pack the lunches. Look, I got 3 people I gotta feed. So I gotta pack a lunch for me, a lunch for my son, a lunch for my daughter, then snacks, and then drinks and coffee. It's a lot. It's a hassle. So I'll go ahead and just pack their things that can go in sandwich bags. I go ahead and pack those, throw them in the refrigerator, so then that next morning, take them out, put them in lunch boxes, zip it up, and call it a day. You know, I let my son pick out his snacks the night before, so he can just put those in a lunch box, and then, you know, the next morning, all we have to do is put it in a bag and go. Okay, the only thing I really have to fix in the morning is say like my coffee, which that takes less than 5 minutes. And then say my son wants a toaster strudel or I'm wanting some pastry or some sort that I need to heat up. I just stick it in an air fryer. I can go back upstairs, finish getting ready, or even just run things to the car, finish. I can do things while it's warming up, run back, grab it, and go. Okay, so pack your lunches the night before. Also, go ahead and pack your work bag. Okay, I'll go ahead and make sure my computer's in my bag, make sure my the charger's in there too, pencils, notebooks, all of that. I go ahead and make sure it's packed and by the door. Along with my children's bags, their book bags, I make sure I read through everything, like, you know, in his folder or whatever the night before or whenever he gets out of school, and I make sure everything's signed. I make sure it's put away in the folder so we're not having that, oh, I forgot my homework at home type of thing. You know what I mean? Nope, it's already in the folder. We make sure we put it up in our folder before we even went upstairs to get ready for bed. So you gotta plan all this stuff out the night before, okay? All right, another thing you want to do is go ahead and set your hair for the next day. You have people that do like the heatless curls. They'll use the curlers. They'll use a little thingamabob that you wrap around your hair. So all I'd have to do is take it out, spray it, and go. Braid it up, whatever you gotta do, set it for the day before. That way you're not having to get up and flat iron it, straighten it, curl it, whatever. Is already set and ready to go. Okay, if you are a fan of like the slip back ponytails, do your slip back ponytail the night before. I can't tell you how many times where I've done it the night before, tied it up, and I don't ever really take it off, take my hair tie off until I get ready to head out the door. Okay, and I'm telling you, my oil, my sheen, whatever, it's all right there. Take my head wrap, and I'm going, okay? So yeah, I try not to do as much in the morning because I know that I'm not rushed, but I know like I have things that I have to do in certain minutes, certain hours or whatever. So I like to get those things done. That way I'm not putting myself behind and I'm not rushing, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Another thing is, it's just not a big thing, but I was thinking about this earlier before I recorded, is if you have like I guess you could call it plan B self-care routine or plan B makeup routine. So you know like how some people have like a 20-minute makeup routine, 20-step skincare routine? Well, just think as if you are rushing out of the door and you don't have time to do any of that. Like you woke up late, you're supposed to be at work in like less than an hour, you already live like 10 to 15 minutes down the road from your job, whatever the case may be. Think about a plan B or plan A steps. Like if you know you only got like 10 minutes to do skincare and makeup, conjure up your own plan. That way when you do end up waking up late or you are rushing, you already know that, okay, I'm not gonna have time for this, that, and the third, so let me just do some more, wash my skin, do some moisturizer, throw in some concealer, mascara, blush, and call it a day. Okay, so yeah, just a little tidbit just in case. You know, we're trying to plan. We're trying to be more productive. And this is how you're going to be more productive, is when you plan out your day, you have a plan B and you have a plan A. Okay? Yeah. Moving on. Okay. So another thing is you want to prioritize your task. Okay? You want to think about what's the most important things that you need to get done. This right here is going to help you be more productive throughout your weeks, throughout your months, throughout your year, if you follow this, okay? So you want to create a to-do list. You want to create You want to create a task list, about 3 to 5 things each week. And you want to make sure that you put the most important things at the top of that list. What? Okay, you want to put the most important things at the top of that list, or the things that you absolutely hate doing. You want to put that at the top of your list, okay? So for instance, if you hate going to a grocery store, that needs to be at the top of your list, and you need to go ahead and get that done at the beginning of your week. That way you don't even have to worry about it on a Wednesday when you get home and off of work, your kids don't have soccer practice, you're exhausted. No. Maybe you have a pizza that you can throw in the oven, give everybody showers, it'll be ready when y'all get out. Take a chill night. You know what I mean? Rather than you having I don't have anything to fix at home. I gotta go to the grocery store. I need milk. I need this. No. You're exhausted, babe. So you already got groceries. Because you already went grocery shopping. Alright, again with laundry. I don't mind doing laundry. I hate grocery shopping, but I don't mind doing laundry. So I don't really put that at the top of my list, but if you do hate doing laundry, put that up though. Okay, put it up there, go ahead and get it done. Especially fold your clothes up, don't put them back in the basket, don't put them on your bed. Fold your clothes up then and there. Make it a priority. Okay, this will also help you with the first thing to getting productive is getting yourself together in advance. Your clothes are already folded, they're neat, so that's less wrinkles, that's less ironing you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. If you know you have any meetings or you had doctor's appointment, go ahead and get those done. If you know you have a doctor's appointment for next month, go ahead and put that at the beginning of the month so you're not worried about it and you don't forget by the end of the month, okay? I can't tell you how chaotic months get from like the beginning to the middle to the end. So you know you have to set up a doctor's appointment. Try to get that done at the beginning of the month and at the beginning of the day. Okay? Don't wait until like 2 p.m. to go to a doctor's appointment unless you have to. Try to get that done in the morning. That way you can get up, get that out the way, and have all the time in the world to do whatever you else for the rest of the day. Like I said, you will just have so much more energy to accomplish all the other things that you need to do on your task list, okay? So, yeah. Alright. I gotta have it off. Okay, so another thing you need to do is be organized. I can't tell you how important it is to be organized. Oh, it just drives me insane to see things out of order. And I'm not OCD, I don't like things out of order. Okay, I've never been diagnosed OCD, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not OCD, but I really don't like things being out of order. Okay, like I don't like toys in my living room, and my kids know that. My kids absolutely positively know that their toys cannot come downstairs. Why? Because it's one clean room that I know is going to be clean. If that makes sense, I don't know. Anyways, just be organized, okay? If you know that you are if you know that you are going to a meeting, if you know that you're going to a friend's house, if you know that you are just going out of town, be organized, be prepared. I just feel like you are not doing yourself justice if you're not organized or prepared, okay? Keep everything organized and keep everything clutter free. Like I said, I don't like toys being downstairs. It's just one area that I feel like is clean. And then also if you're going to like a meeting, so say, make sure that you're prepared for that meeting. Make sure you have your paper, make sure you have a pencil, make sure you have a pen, make sure you have a highlighter, make sure you have some water, whatever you need, carry that. If you're going to work, make sure that you have your work bag. Make sure everything's in your work bag. Again, you want to prepare the night before, you want to prepare a day in advance. So make sure that everything's in your note bag, your work bag. That way when you get to work, you're like, oh no, I didn't forget so-and-so. Okay, make sure your wallet and your keys are nearby. I think this is really helpful if you keep a key holder or key hooks or something near your door or wherever. That way you know you won't forget. Like, I can't tell you how many times I go into my grandmother's house and I just leave my keys somewhere. So then when I'm leaving, I take about 10 minutes because I can't find my keys. So she literally has a basket for her keys right when you walk into the front door, and I have to remind myself every time I go in there, drop them in the basket, because maybe I'll forget. After hours of being there, I'm looking for my keys. Yeah, just be prepared. If you're going out with your friends or just going out, be prepared, be organized. I created a video about this a few months ago. Mommies, have your just in case bag. I can't tell you how many times I've saved me and my kids because we've had accidents or because we ended up having to stay the night somewhere and it wasn't planned. But hey, look, luckily we have extra clothes. Okay, we have toothbrush, we have this, we have that, and I don't have to stress out about going somewhere and not being prepared, if that makes sense. Okay, moving on. So another thing is you want to do to be productive is you want to cut out all distractions. No phones, no TV, no noises, okay? Especially so when you're doing homework, I've been doing homework lately. I just got back into college. And one thing that I've told myself is my phone goes on Do Not Disturb and my TV is off. That way I can solely focus on my homework because I don't play music in the background. I'll start singing, I'll get off, and then next thing you know, I'm dancing or I'm flipping through songs and I'm not doing homework at all. Okay, so yeah, if you know that you are trying to prepare for a lecture, you're trying to prepare for a meeting, you're trying to prepare for something, turn off any distraction. Turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, ignore the calls, ignore the messages, just for a few minutes or just for a few hours. That way you can focus on what you need to do. All right, that's going to help you be more productive because I'm telling you, as soon as you pick up that phone or as soon as you try to change the songs, that's going to distract you and you're not going to finish what you need to be finishing. Okay, last few things is think about what is your most productive time of the day. That's the best time to get things done. So for me, my productive time throughout the day is usually like my mornings and sometimes my nights, depending on how I feel, depending on if I have that energy. But most of the time it's mornings. Like when I get up at 5 a.m., I feel like I have so much more time on my hands than me getting up at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. Okay, even if I don't have to go to work, I want to be more consistent with getting up at 5 a.m. because I feel like I can get everything done. Like right now, it's 8:37. I've been up since like 4:30. I didn't get out of bed till like 6, but I've gotten, no, I lied, I take it back. I didn't get out of bed till like 7, but I got a lot of stuff done. Okay, room clean, this clean, da 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 da. da. I'm not. It's a list. I read my Bible. I was able to jot down some more notes about different content. I don't know. I didn't get out of bed, but I was very productive sitting in my bed. So I give my props to that. But again, you just want to think about what's your most productive time of the day and get things done during those times. Okay, so if you are, I get things done during the night, then get it done. Get it done. I can't tell you how many times, like I said, I get that little spurt of energy and I cleaned my house, my whole entire house, and it's 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Or I'm recording a video, or I'm just doing some extra self-care for myself, for my kids, whatever. I'm productive. I'm not on my phone. And that's another thing. I started off being really good at it. I think at the beginning of August, I kind of slacked, but I've started this thing where I don't get on my phone from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And when I first started doing it, oh my gosh, I was getting things done and I was in the bed by 9 a.m. because I wasn't sitting on my phone, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through TikToks, and I get carried away. And then next thing I know, 40 TikToks later, it's 9:30. I haven't gotten into bed. My kids still running around. And what are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, I've cut off no social media, no phone from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and I've gotten a lot done. Like I said, you want to be more productive? Cut off them distractions. Don't get on your phone. All right, especially during those times that you know you're going to be more productive. Don't get on your phone. Don't have distractions. All right. Last but not least is you want to give yourself a break. This is going to help you be more productive, because when you're not giving yourself rest, when you're not giving yourself a break, you tend to get exhausted. For me, I get overwhelmed. I start to get overstimulated. And next thing you know, I'm having a mental breakdown because I haven't given myself a rest. Okay, so I have to remind myself to take 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what I'm doing, or even an hour or two, depending on what I'm doing, to break. All right, to just solely rest, not do anything. If I have to sit on my phone, that's what I'm doing, but I'm giving myself a time limit. You know, I'm setting a timer up and I'm not going past that time limit. Once that timer hits, I'm putting my stuff down and I'm getting back to doing whatever I need to do. Okay, so please make sure that you give yourself a break and you're not causing yourself to get exhausted. All right, so even if you're folding laundry, feed yourself. You need a lunch break, babes. If you're at work, take 10 to 15 minutes and just breathe. Okay, if you are if you're in a meeting, you can step out for a few minutes. Do that just to give yourself time. Okay, or even in the mornings. Like I said, I'm more productive in the mornings, but it also gives me time before I have to step into mommy mode. So those hour and a half that I laid in bed this morning, it was well rested, because I was on my feet yesterday until I got into bed yesterday. From the time I got up until the time I got into bed, I was on my feet. So when I got up this morning at 4:30, like I wanted to get up, I laid in bed so I could rest. All right, and then I'm probably going to be up on my feet the rest of the day, but I'm also going to give myself a break later on, just so I don't get overwhelmed and overstimulated. So please think about yourself, okay? Take a break. All right. So this is going to be the end of the video. Remember to be productive. Plan your day in advance, okay? Create a to-do list, a task list, about 3 to 5 tasks. Your important tasks need to go at the beginning, okay? You need to finish everything that you need to do at the beginning of the week, at the beginning of the month. That way you are, one, not feeling rushed. One, you can accomplish everything else you need to get done. And you got the hard things out of the way, boo. So, yeah. And then also, you need to get rid of all your distractions when you're working. Do not disturb. Babe, that's a life changer. Turn off the TV, no music, just you and whatever you're working on. Okay? You also need to take a break. So yeah. This is gonna be in a video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope I was able to help someone become more productive. So yeah, we're gonna close the video out here. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. You can even turn your notifications on. I promise you I'm gonna be more productive with coming back to YouTube. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video.